Okay, so the camera just wanted to start back on its own again. So why not? We'll do another read. I had planned on doing another one anyway, but it's just gonna rush me and just gonna start. I'm up here just clearing up the cards from the last read. But let's clear out the energy. Clear out the energy. Ashe. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. I got one more shuffle in the spirit. Okay. Alright, so this card just came out. It says cleansed and purified. Ready for your next motherfucking step. Spirit says you are cleansed and purified, and you are ready for your next step. You're ready for your fresh start. We just finished saying that in the previous read. Go check it out if you hadn't. Fresh start, cleansed and purified, even of those old energies, maybe old relationships, whose energy has been lingering around in your aura, wouldn't let you go, had a strong hold on you. But I feel like you are now cleansed and purified and ready for the next step. And that's on period. Breakthrough at hand came through in the last read. Initials D, N, and V could be significant. It doesn't have to be. But don't stop believing. Spirit intervention, exactly. That's that person that was in your aura. You definitely needed spirit intervention because they had their hooks deep. Okay, those hooks were deep. You didn't think it was possible for things to get that like it was, but look, yo, wants you to have no one. This person didn't want you to have nobody. I just said that their hooks were deep. But you what? Look, you've been cleansed and purified. You are ready for your next step. Okay, there was spirit intervention. The first card out in the last read is your spiritual team is so strong. Now nothing is working. Nothing that these people try to do to try to hook you again. That banana in the tailpipe shit, it ain't working. This came out in the last read. Spirit says you have won. You won not with revenge, not with trying to, go tit for tat with this person. You've won not with just trying to explain yourself and nagging, being like, well, I need you to do this for me. You stop fucking asking. And you just said, fuck it. I'm tired of worried about it. I'm tired of worrying about it. Bye. I've been talking. I'm blue in the motherfucking face right now. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Next. New bus every 15 minutes. Thank you. Next. I'll just wait for the next bus. And that card came out in the last reading as well. I'm gonna get another card for you. One. Okay, exactly. We have shifted into receiving mode. Okay. It says receiving mode is not waiting, but aligning subconsciously to the frequency of our desire. Okay, we need to align ourselves to the frequency, align our subconscious to the frequency of what it is we desire. Okay, and we have spirit intervention that is here to help us to figure that out and to achieve that and to help guide us. Okay, we need to tap into receiving mode because we got motherfuckers that want us to have no one. But again, we're cleansed and purified of that energy. Come on. Look, it says you are becoming the industry's new standard. Okay? You are the innovator. You are creative. This person you were dealing with really was just stifling your energy. Energy vampire, and they were using your creativity, your energy, and channeling it into their creativity. You may have noticed this person receiving all kind of blessings and shit like that while they were with you, and you felt depleted. That's because they were siphoning your good energy, and they knew exactly what they were doing. Whether you want to believe they didn't or not, that they weren't that spiritually adept, but they were wolves in sheep clothing. And there's no way you can really just absolutely prove it And that's one of the things that was one of the hooks they kept in you, because they were very conniving, they may even believe their own bullshit, which I don't think they did, but it don't matter. You are stepping into your power. You're stepping into receiving mode. You're calling back your power. And look, the wicked just holds on to your wealth until you know you're worthy of it. Okay? You are the industry's new standard. Like, you are someone that has this new, beautiful way of doing whatever it is that you do that can bring such healing to humanity. Like, you're really powerful. I don't have the really big, fancy words to say, but you are really trailblazing. I feel like you are a true trailblazer in your industry, and you're about to flip the game on its head in so many different ways. You have so many different gifts and talents, and you don't have to stay in one box. Like most people say, well, you need to just focus on this. Nah, you ain't got to stay in one box. Put yourself out there, and the universe will meet you the rest of the way. The universe will take care of the rest. Okay? Put yourself out there. You are becoming the industry's new standard. But you gotta put it out there. It says you will, okay? You will heal in a greater capacity than you were hurt. You will heal in a greater capacity than the capacity in which you were hurt. Your healing is going to be greater than your hurt. It's going to be so much more powerful than your hurt. You know how long you've been sitting in hurt, right? Your healing is going to be greater. Greater. Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let them project onto you and make your subconscious feel like you're not going to find anyone. They were just mad because they knew they couldn't reach your level. They couldn't touch you. And they knew that even if they could, it would take them years, and you're not going to wait that long. So the more they could keep tricking you into not believing that you're worthy, they could keep a hold of. But here we go again, a new bus every 15 minutes. Okay? There were in the time that you were dealing with them, there were hundreds of others that you could have entertained, but they had their hooks in you, and that's okay. You know, you're a loyal, loving person, and once you love hard. But Spirit says love is looking for you. Okay? There's so many people out there looking for the love that you have, and will do anything to have it and to be a part of it, versus you having to beg this person. And you really didn't have to beg them. They knew what they were doing. Again, it was a boost to their ego. It was a boost to their little bitty ego. But you've been cleansed and purified, baby. You are ready for the next step. You're ready for the next buzz, okay? You ready for some new. It's like that Nicki Minaj song. You ain't fucked me, you fucked the old body. You ain't fucked Nicki, you fucked Nicole body. I need some new body. Now I need some new dick. Stick me like a toothpick. It's like this person, like their sex game, it don't even arouse you anymore, because you're not connected with this person anymore. Like, because you've raised your frequency, you've elevated. You know what I'm saying? So the energy, like, it's not the same. It doesn't matter about the physicality. It's about the spirituality, the emotional connection, the mental connection. And if that's not on point, it'll feel like a toothpick. No matter how big it is, no matter how much motion in the ocean they got, it still feel like a toothpick, because there's no real intimacy. It's just mechanics. It's just machines. We're not a fucking machine. Stop making excuses for him, her, overlooking red flags. That came out in the last read, so I'm gonna put that back in. Okay, here we go. Cup of sewage water came out in the last read. But baby, you are Empress. What the fuck? You're cleansed and purified, ready for your next step, and you're about to step into your Empress energy, and that's just on period. Let's get a card to clarify cleansed and purified, though. I was just shuffling. It's necessarily a card to clarify. Cleansed and purified. Exactly. You were becoming. Now you have become. You're no longer becoming. You've been cleansed and purified. You have become. Spirit intervention. Let's get clarity on spirit intervention. Spirit intervention is here for you to help guide you in your next step, to help protect you from traps motherfuckers been trying to set. You know, the next card is want you to have no one. That's the kind of trap they wanted you to have, mentality wise. But you have an abundance mentality that came out in the last read from these cards. And your wish is being granted. They want to trap you in that energy of feeling like your wish can't be granted, that you're not worthy of an abundance mindset. But no, baby, we're in a receiving mode, and we're about to receive this abundance. A breakthrough is at hand, and we are about to receive our birthright. We are about to receive our abundance. Again, the wicked only holds on to your wealth until you know you're worthy of it, and now we know, okay? Again, so I wanted to get another card to clarify this trap energy. Again, want you to be grateful for their breadcrumbs and half-ass attempts. If you literally you was locked, you were somewhere and you was dependent on this person to feed you, and all they did was feed you breadcrumbs, you'll be malnourished. They wanted to trap you into just being okay with being malnourished with breadcrumbs, okay? Gaslighting, audacity. And they may threaten to walk away. Fuck them. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Clarify, wants you to have no one. We don't talk about Bruno, no. This came out in the last read as well. Again, Bruno is that energy that was a very spiritual person. He was like that scapegoat energy. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted you to continue to feel worthless. And they probably knew that you had those types of hang-ups when it comes to family. Because Bruno, this kind of can give, like, you know, that family energy of, you know, family members treating you like, again, the scapegoat or whatever, lack mentality. But they're about to stand in awe of the force they never saw coming. Okay? We all know how powerful. I don't really recall the movie that well, but Bruno was very, very powerful. He was very key in helping to save the day, you know. And they didn't want Bruno to have no one. Look, it says wants you to have no one. They wanted to now that makes me want to watch the movie again. I don't even know the name of the movie. I'm about to look it up, but hopefully I can find it, because now I need to watch it. It was a very spiritual movie, so. But again, remember the cards after that is receiving mode, right? And you've won, not with revenge, not with explanation, but with just pure elevation, with just evolving. You're in receiving mode. It says receiving mode is not waiting, but aligning your subconscious to the frequency of your desire. So you need to be in the meditation, and when you are in states of meditation, you need to align your subconscious with the card underneath that is this wealth card. Align your subconscious with knowing that you are worthy of your wealth. The wicked just holds on to your wealth until you know you're worthy of it. Okay? We're not nagging or asking the universe twice. We're not nagging ourselves or asking ourselves twice. We know we're worthy. We need to command it from the universe. Command respect from people around us as well. Like I said, say what you gotta say and keep it moving. If they fall in line, they do. If they don't, then they just sabotage your beautiful life with you, because you never ask anything that will demean anyone or undermine anyone. You're never anything that you ask for is, it's not about being right, but just about being fair. You're always fair in the things that you may ask of someone, and it's really small. So if you got to nag somebody on something as simple as whatever it is you're requesting from them, keep it moving. It says they're trying to run away. Let them. Okay? Let them. And once they do, it's all going to come together for you. What you don't know is that these motherfuckers was the blockage anyway. Bye, bitch. Let's get clarity on becoming the industry's new standard. It says accept non-typical love, not your usual go-to. And that's what people are going to have to keep in mind when it comes to you in this new way that you are innovating in your industry. Okay, and you got to maybe recognize that about what you do as well, that it's non-typical. Obviously, if it's innovative, it's new. So it's non-typical. Anything that's new is not going to be typical in anything that you're used to. And it won't be their usual go-to, but stay the course and know that it's worthy. Okay, the wicked only holds on to your wealth until you know you're worthy of it. And I feel like now you've cultivated, you've perfected your skill, and you know it's worthy, but you also know that it's new and it's innovative. So it's going to take bullheadedness, because you know your product is good. You know what you have is top level. You know that it is what humanity needs. So you got to stay grounded in that knowing and faithful to your vision. You will have a breakthrough. Okay? And the wicked, so clarifying the wicked just holds on to your wealth until you know you're worthy of it, is afraid no matter what they do, they will never reach your level. That's why they've been doing whatever they can to brainwash you and make you feel like you're not worthy. Been trying to brainwash you and make you feel like, oh, Jesus was, he didn't need wealth. He didn't need wealth. They do everything they could, every way they could inundate your thoughts and make you feel like to turn against money, or to not seek wealth, or to, like, I honestly, like, it scares me to be financially stable, because that's not something I'm used to. It's not something I know, and I feel like that's part of what blocked me, because we've just been inundated as Afro peoples that we're less than, and that's a complete fucking lie, because they know if they really take the chains off of us, they would never be able to reach the level that we are able to reach. And hell, we're taking leaps and bounds even with all the chains and shackles on us. But that's they're lying to themselves. We all have the abilities to grow, to evolve, and to have the same abilities. We're all able. But it's the greed and the selfishness. But this card is so beautiful. Like I said, you will heal in a greater capacity than the capacity in which you were hurt. Your healing is going to be greater than your hurt. You were becoming, now you've become. You've cleansed and purified, and you are ready for your next step. Spirit intervention is here to help pull you out of those traps of breadcrumbs, because you deserve better. Stop waiting on potential. It's time to receive. It's time for you to tap into receiving mode. Not wanting, but aligning your subconscious to the frequency of your wealth. It's yours. Great grandfather on your mother's side. It's coming through. I think that came through in the last reading, but I think it was grandfather on your mother's side. You may not even know your great-grandfather's name on your mother's side. Because of this corrupt system, especially as an Afro person. Let's get clarity on you will heal in a greater capacity than the capacity in which you were hurt. So we have sowing confusion. You will heal beyond this confusion. Confusion of who you are. Confusion of your worth. You're being cleansed and purified of this confusion. Right? That you will heal in a greater capacity than in the capacity in which you were hurt. Like, you didn't know how disassociated you were. It's just hurt so much. Don't realize how disassociated you are. It's time to balance and ground. I feel like this, you're going to be noticing you need to hold on for about the next 4 weeks. You're going to start seeing the breakthrough of this healing, this greater healing than the capacity in which you were hurt. And know that there's going to be people trying to block this, going to be trying to sow confusion, trying to get a reaction out of you so that you can forfeit this healing. Try to snuff out your light and provoke you. But know that you have your spirit intervention is here. Know that love is looking for you. Just call on love to come help, protect, and to fight for you. Because you are that chick. You are that dude. You are him. You are her. Okay, just get clarity on love is looking for you. Don't let them shame you for being a late bloomer. And an exceptionally good news. Love is looking for you. You know, some people may be like, oh, well, you ain't married yet. You don't have kids yet. Nobody's going to want you. Spirit says there's a new bus every 15 minutes with somebody on there that wants you. And that love is looking for you. You have exceptionally good news. Okay? And not only that, you're going to be successful in your own business. Okay? So 4 weeks came out. I'm seeing 2 weeks bottom of the deck. And then I cut to like you've known each other forever. So maybe one of these new people that's going to come along, you're going to meet them within the next 2 weeks. It says giving accelerates evolution. Giving multiplies your capacity to receive. So whenever you get a chance to give, you know, and really give from your heart, make sure you do that. It says clarity comes with action. Confidence comes with movement. So again, per the previous read, put yourself out there. The Most High will meet you there. The universe will meet you there. And where you think you lack, they will. You know what I'm saying? Fill it up. Let's get clarity on you will heal in a greater capacity than the capacity in which you were hurt. Let's get clarity on that. Okay, so 2 cards. We have trust the universe. And then what I just say in the last read, just put yourself out there. The universe will meet you there, handle you the rest, make up where you lack. It says trust the universe. The universe is conspiring in your favor. Everything is working out, even when it seems otherwise, right? Know that, you know, these people trying to get a reaction out of you to make you forfeit your opportunity, try to snuff at your light. Just trust, hand it over to the universe. Know the universe is conspiring in your favor. If there is someone trying to, you know, get a reaction out of you, Know that the universe will be able to strengthen you to the point where you can ignore this person. They will guide you on whatever it is that you need to do, because baby, look, you are cleansed and purified. You're ready for the next step. You're not becoming, you have become. And so you also got to look at the situation and these motherfuckers nipping at your motherfucking ankles. Okay, look at the situation for what it is, and that they're peons. Why are you arguing with peons? Or like, why are you arguing? It's like arguing with a toddler. And then we have coffee. It says, revel in the coffee's allure and savor life's gentle richness. That's what you need to focus on when these people try to come at you and get a reaction out of you. You need to rest in this coffee energy, okay? You need to rest in the allure and savor the gentle richness that is your life right now, because you've been cleansed and purified. You're just waiting for the opportunities to come. You need to be in this level of peace and grace and just love and beauty. Don't let nobody pull you out of that, because they're just some haters. Don't let them pull you out of this beautiful coffee energy. It says, don't turn away from the coffee cup and miss out on life's tender moments. These people want to distract you from your coffee cup. They want you to miss out. Look, it literally says here, they want you to forfeit the opportunity. You need to just focus on the breakthrough that is at hand. Trust the universe will handle these people. You already got spirit intervention. Don't let these people, like I said, they're trying to trap you with breadcrumbs and shit. Don't let these motherfuckers trap you and try to pull you down into their low vibrational energy. Okay? Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We too big. Okay? They want to try to make you feel bad because you're non-typical. But we're embracing. We're letting our weird flag fly, okay? At first they laugh and then they join you. Trust me. I've had multiple situations where people talk to me like a dog, but when they actually came into the spirit of what I was doing, even though it looked weird, then they wanted to copy it. Oh, this is so nice. I'm gonna do this. Then they try to recreate it. Then they want to tell all their friends about it. But when I was building it, it was all kind of bullshit. You were becoming, now you've become. Let's get clarity on love is looking for you. Don't let them shame you for being a late bloomer. Divine femininity, okay? Divine femininity is what you embody. That's why love is looking for you, okay? You may have developed, again, you're not a late bloomer. You're right on time. Society says you're a late bloomer, but that's because society wants you to reach certain milestones earlier in life when you don't have the wisdom to protect it, when you don't have the experience to be able to have the intuition on how to avoid pitfalls. They want you to do things at a younger age so that it can be, so you can squander it. You're not really a late bloomer, okay? You're right on time. It says, craft your femininity free from rigid rules of society. Again, they may be like, oh, you should be married by now. You should have kids. You don't want kids. Fuck them kids. Hell, you got too many grown-ass motherfuckers that you got to argue with like toddlers anyway. Fuck them kids. We got too many grown fucking kids out here as is. And hell, you may even still be a grown kid yourself. You ain't got time to be trying to take care of a whole nother life. You got shit you got to do. You know, it's a period. It says reject society's dictates on what a woman should be. I literally just said that. Don't let them shame you for being a late bloomer. You reach your milestones when you ready to reach them motherfuckers, okay? Bottom of the deck is embrace the elements, enjoy rain, wind. You know, the wind has been really a third party in this reading, okay? And sun, enjoy the rain, wind, and sun. The sun just been in my face, got a little, you know, I'm kissed by the sun. She's looking golden as the sun peeping through the trees and stuff. Got the water in front of me, the sun reflecting off of it, so I'm kind of blind when I look that way. But anyway, it says, let nature's rhythms soothe your soul. Ashe, Gaia's embrace. I'm loving it. I'm in the perfect place for these cards to come out. Okay, and these are all energies in, you know, in relation to the divine femininity card. It says, rooted in earth, blooming in the sun, you are both wild and wise, a living testament to nature's power. And that's on motherfucking period. So fuck all these bitches trying to get a reaction out of you. Fuck all these bitches that have hurt you so much that they've made you disassociated with the beauty of your divine feminine, made you disassociated with the beauty of the elements of nature, made you disassociated with the beauty and the power of Gaia's embrace. But again, hurt so much that you don't realize how disassociated you are. Is on the bottom is balancing ground. We out here in Mother Gaia's embrace, and we will heal in a greater capacity in which we were hurt. We've been cleansed and purified, family. We're no longer becoming, we have become. Okay? We're not accepting fucking breadcrumbs no more. Fuck thee. And fuck anybody that tries to give us motherfucking breadcrumbs. Fuck anybody that don't want to take accountability for the fucking breadcrumbs that they try to give us. Oh, nah. They got to come back groveling. Okay, let's get clarity on cleansed and purified for your next step. Gaia's embrace. So just ground yourself. All you need to do is just ground your energy, ground and balance. Be rooted in the earth, blooming in the sun. You're both wild and wise, a living testament to nature's power. The power of labor. Pour your all into work. Craft your legacy, because again, you are becoming the industry's new standard. You're ready to put yourself out there. Okay? Fear not challenges. Let your potential shine. Now, we were talking cash money shit about potential in the last read. Somebody else's potential. But that's because they were stuck in that. But, okay. I did not realize that this reading is about at 33 minutes. But yeah, power of labor. Let your potential shine. And we also have fragmentation on the bottom of the deck here. It says, don't let chores crush your spirit. You got some dirty dishes? Those are just small hurdles. They can't rule your life. Okay? So, don't be, if you're a little messy, it's okay. I think there's a study that says people that are really intelligent, they may be a little messy. A little mess ain't never hurt nobody. Again, well, you know, it's not about the falls, but how long you stay down. Just get back up. You know, it's just a small hurdle. They can't rule your life. That little mess can't rule your life. It ain't gonna rule your life. Just get to it though, because we know that clutter can affect your mental energy and such. So, but I did want to get a mudra card in regards to being in receiving mode. So Spirit, give us a card that will help us to be in receiving mode and will help us to align our subconscious to the frequency of our desire. Wow. And we did have that card, had a card that spoke about giving. Okay. Gotta give to receive. Wow. So this is the mudra. It's push paputa mudra, the push paputa mudra. It actually says it on the bottom of the thing here, but it may be backwards. So PUSHPAPUTA. Okay, this mudra assists with non-attachment, generosity, and steadfastness. The benefits are it reduces stress and blood pressure, it balances digestion and elimination, it cultivates a sense of generosity and grounding. We know that was really key in this read. It helps to release attachments on all levels of being, okay, and it invokes a sense of offering to others. The element is earth. We're outside in the earth element already. Gaia came through in the read. Even an elements card came through. Okay, instructions anyway. Hold both hands slightly cupped in front of the belly, palms facing forward. Touch the outer edges of the pinky and ring fingers on both hands. Extend the hands slightly forward to symbolize an offering. Relax shoulders and the focus and or affirmation. You choose however you want to use this. I open to greater generosity and abundance. 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 We all know that grounding is kind of more associated with the root chakra, and I feel an opening in my root chakra. I feel a grace, a giving of, I don't know, but it feels good. Nothing sexual or anything like that. It's just a breakthrough. So I don't know how it's going to unfold. I don't know what it's going to look like as it manifests itself. But look, I saw this red card. I knew it was a root chakra mudra. And look, it's for grounding. So we'll do this one. It's Bahu Mudra, BHU Mudra. It assists with grounding, stability, connection to the physical body, benefits, reduce stress and blood pressure, activates the root chakra. Instruction: extend the index and middle fingers downward to make inverted V-shaped peace sign with both hands. Curl the pinky and ring fingers inward toward the palms and place the thumbs on fingertips lightly. Extend arms and bring the tips of the middle and index fingers into the ground or tops of the thighs. Relax shoulders, lengthen the spine. The focus or affirmation: grounded to the earth, I receive support and abundance. Grounded to the earth, I receive support and abundance. Grounded to the earth, I receive support and abundance. All right, family, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Hope they helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all, and until next time, peace.